Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. Okay? And I'll say shalom to the elect brothers out there of all the 12 tribes of Israel, man, of the elect. Because that's who the Lord is dealing with. I'm going to entitle this video right here, Esau is truly finished, man. Because basically, we watch all the videos out there, and the tribes are waking up. Israel's waking up. It's truly right before our eyes. And like the scripture says, the Most High, he said, as the scripture says, the Most High said, I will set them in order before thine eyes. And that's truly happening. The Most High is setting Israel in order. And then you know what the scripture said? It said, if all Israel will wake up and call upon the Lord, he would take this devil down, man. And you devils are going down. Because basically, man, I was looking on the internet, and you see, dealing with all the Israelite camps, whether it be GMS, whether it be IUIC, whether it be ISUPK, HODC, or even GOCC, even though they may go off on certain points of the doctrine, but overall, the main thing is we pretty much all teaching the same thing as far as the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, and then you have the different tribes waking up. You see the so-called Hispanic tribes waking up. When you look amongst all the Israelite camps, you see Ephraimites, you see Simeonites, you see Issachar waking up. Issachar came back heavy. The tribe of Issachar. Come on, man, you just look at different, like the LA camp of just that. Okay, we're just gonna deal with GMS right now. You look at the LA camp, ain't nothing but Issacharite brothers out there. The Chicago camp, nothing but Issacharite brothers. Certain other camps, Issachar out in Texas, Judah, Benjamin is already in full effect, Levi. But now you got, and this is something that I pray to the Lord, and I say, Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai for this, because I've been in this truth for so many years, and when I first came in this thing, it wasn't, you had Gadites, you might have had Gad, brothers that were Gad, or maybe even Reuben, but they more so, they probably look like Judah because they, maybe their great-grandfather was Gad, so they found out they were Gad. Back when I first came in, a lot of the brothers was like that. They wasn't raised up as Gad. They were raised up thinking they were Judah or whatever. But then when they came in the truth, it made them search their heritage. So then they found out that they was Gad, because they might have talked to their family and their mother, father, grandparents, and they might have found out that, your great-grandfather was a North American Indian. So but the brothers look like Judah, and they talk and act, and they were raised up around Judah, but they were really Gad or maybe Reuben. So you had a lot of brothers like that around. So you had brothers that were Gad around, but they weren't straight up Gad, like born and raised on the reservation, and they didn't look like the typical Gadite or whatever. And me, myself, I grew up on both. My mother was Benjamin. My mother was a Benjamite that was raised as Judah. But my father was a Reubenite from the reservation. But I knew my so-called family. I grew up around my grandparents. I grew up around my so-called native culture. Okay? So-called native culture. But when I came in and I got into this truth, and then that's why myself and Elder Menantazak, years ago, we had a show called The Final American Indian Uprising. I believe the last one we did was in 2014, but that was a show, and that show, the Spirit got on us because we were trying to wake up the so-called native tribes. Okay, we were trying to wake up the so-called North American Indians to the fact that they were Israelites, tribe of Gad, tribe of Reuben, and that show was a popular show. You understand? So that was always like a dream of mine. Like, I can't wait till the Lord start really waking up. Because I knew it was going to happen, because I had faith in the Lord. I said, all these brothers out there on the reservations, like these straight up so-called full-blood Indians, they're going to wake up. It's going to come a day when they're going to wake up. So right before my eyes, the Lord is doing it, man. Because you got these brothers out here, the Jacob, the house of Israel. You got these guys, I don't know exactly where they are. I know they from out west somewhere. They got videos up, man. And these are straight up so-called native brothers from the reservation. They're actually on the reservation, and they're teaching, man. There's certain little quirks and quirks that probably got to be worked out or whatever, but they're waking up. But the main point is that they're waking up to the fact that they're Israelites, and they're teaching, and they're breaking down the scriptures, and they're breaking them down on point for the most part, man. And their thing is to try to wake up these other Indians out here, native Indians, to the fact that they're Israelites. And you know what? They will be more apt, a lot of more natives will be more apt to listen because they'll see their own teaching it. You know, in the past, it was a thing of, you know, they saw just mostly Judah or Benjamin. They see a bunch of Negroes or Puerto Ricans teaching, and then they'll mention the North American Indians. But if you're a North American Indian and you're looking, and you're like, well, okay, they saying that, but I don't see my people following this. But now when you look and you see in other so-called Navajos, or you seeing other Lakotas, or you seeing other Cherokee brothers up there teaching so-called your people on the reservation or from the reservation, you'll be like, wow, okay, well, maybe there's something to this. But that's all the Most High's will anyway, because it said 12,000 out of each tribe. So at some point, all the tribes got to wake up of the elect. You see? So Esau is done, but it's happening. Because now this is a whole big movement now. You got these brothers out there, and they're teaching. So, and it said, Gad, the troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Why? Because Gad, the Most High, going to raise Gad back up into the truth, at the elect of Gad, and we're going to get our hands on Esau's ass, man. Gad and Reuben. And them brothers are breaking the scriptures down, they're bringing it out about how Esau conquered Gad, and you had this big movement of these other dumb niggas saying that the North American Indians are not Israelites. So that's the Most High, man. The Lord is waking up Israel, man. All the 12 tribes got to come back because the prophecy and revelations got to be fulfilled of the tribes, man. You understand what I'm saying? 12,000 out of each tribe. So Esau, you done, man. You try to suppress this truth, but now the Most High is breaking this thing out. He's this truth, as I said, with Yahushua, but he could not be hid. So we're at the point now where Yahushua cannot be hid, man. Yahushua, his ministry, the gospel of Yahushua cannot be hid because the tribes are waking up, man. That's what the scripture says. The Lord set them in order before thine eyes, right in front of you, devil's face, and then it said a great and exceeding army. That's the Israelites. And then it says in Daniel's 7th chapter, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. We are taking the kingdom by way of the word and possess the kingdom forever and ever and even forever, man. So the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is waking up Israel, starting with the elect. The 144,000 are waking up, and we coming back into the truth of who we really are. And when that happens, that's a dangerous thing, man. Because Esau, these devils fear that, man. Because you know the prophecies, this is all prophecy. The scripture, Revelations 13, 9, and 10. You devils know that basically you had your, like the scripture says in the Apocrypha, but Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that which followeth. In the Apocrypha, man. So basically, you devils are done, man. Your kingdom is done. Esau is done. You devils, that you had your time to rule. Now it's time for the 12 tribes of Israel to come back into power on the earth. But the beautiful thing about this whole thing is that the 2/3, y'all gotta go. You're gonna go. Pursuing the Amos 9 and 10, Zechariah 13 and 8. That's true. Y'all got to. It's the best thing for you guys, man. Because you're sick in your brains. You look at our people out here, the state they in. It's better for y'all to go back to the spirit world for a little while, and then you're going to be born back again into the kingdom, and you're going to be raised up the right way. And then we're going to love you. We're going to all be one family again. That's the beauty of it, man. The most wickedest, basest, foulest Israelite, you're going to come back. Even Judas Iscariot is going to come back in the kingdom as a righteous Israelite man. All our women out here, you see our women out here being whores and sluts. The dirty Vanessa Del Rio is going to be in the kingdom. Superhead is going to be in the kingdom, and those are, and you know what? They're going to be righteous women, and they're going to be the wife of a Israelite brother, one of the men of the Lord, one of the Israelites, in order, the way they're supposed to be. Everything is going to go back in order. Israel, we're going to come back, but we had to go through this so that we could learn a full 360-degree circle of what righteousness and wickedness was all about, man. So basically, man, the Lord is waking us up, and this devil is scared. That's why more than ever, they got more of these wicked-ass scoffers, who a lot of these scoffers are paid off by Esau. Some of them just work for Satan straight up. But then some of them are paid off because this devil, he's doing everything he could do to try to debunk this truth. And it's going to get to a point where they're going to try to roll on the men of the Lord that's teaching this word. And we all got to be ready for it. That's why the scripture says, he that endureth to the very end, the same shall be saved. So it's all about endurance, brother. You brothers that's out there pushing the word, you Gadite brothers out there that's pushing the word, I've been watching y'all videos all day. Continue, brothers. And you got a Reubenite brother over here, so-called Seminole Indian, okay? Like I said, I know what it's like to be on the res. I had both worlds. I grew up around my mother's people, and I grew up around my father's people, which were Reuben, okay? So I know what it's all about, and the Lord is waking brothers up. The Lord is waking up the 12 tribes. So you devils, Esau is done, man. Y'all through. Y'all finished. That more so should put brothers more on fire for this truth. That's why the apostles and the elders always push, be on fire for this truth. Because, hey man, the Lord is waking up Israel. And you don't want to get left behind, man. So that's why we got to push the word. Like the scripture says, strive for the truth until death. No matter what it is. If you drop dead, because if you catch a heart attack, you going so hard for the truth, so what? If Esau put you to death because you don't want to denounce the truth, that's all right. What do the scripture says? Whether you live or you die, you belong unto the Lord. Okay? You understand? That's what it's all about. Pushing the word, pushing this truth. Because Esau is done. This kingdom is done. This guy Donald Trump is a big clown and a joke, and he's ready to push buttons. So the Lord is culminating. It's all culminating to that great battle of Armageddon that the scriptures talk about, which is the day of destruction for this world. As you saw, like in that movie Terminator 2, when the missiles hit America, that was a prophetic movie. That's what we coming up into the climax. That's the ultimate climax, man, for the missiles to hit this place. So we got to push on, man, as the scripture says. But you got to lay your foundation upon the rock, which is Yahushua, which includes prayer, fasting, and then pushing the word. And getting into these scriptures and pushing the word, man. That's what it's all about. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. This is Apostle Ricard. Just wanted to say, hey, man, I'm looking right before what's going on in the scriptures. The Most High is waking up these tribes, man. So that's the prophet. Like all you people that balked that, prophecy. That was the prophecy. That was the prophecy. The prophecy was that the elect was going to wake up of all the 12 tribes. So you see all 12 tribes waking up. You got so-called Negroes all over the place waking up that they're Israelites. Puerto Ricans waking up. Mexicans waking up. Now you got Native Americans on a large scale now waking up to the fact that we're Israelites. And for all you idiots that was coming against the North American Indians being Israelites, and you got North American Indians on the reservation waking up to reading the Bible and plugging in and realizing that they are the Israelites that book is talking about. And the white man knows that. So that's why Esau pays off a lot of these millions to try to put out false doctrines to try to debunk the truth. That's why he rose up that black unconscious movement. That's why he rose up these other idiots, guys like Dr. James White and Hocab Malone, and these idiots to try to debunk the truth. And then some of you punk ass, dumbass Negroes, guys like Nazariah and I'm talking about all the 12 tribes signers off. Well, Esau in collision with the spiritual demon Satan, because Satan knows that this truth, brothers are waking up. The Most High, the spirit of Yahweh and Yahushua is working, man. And Israel's waking up. So with that, man, I'm going to just wrap it up. You devils are done. Esau is truly done. So this is a time for us to get amped up, brothers. Okay? This is a time for us to get amped up, man, in this thing. Because we at the very end of this. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom. Call to the elect of Yesha'Allah. All right? Shalom. Call the elect of Yesha'Allah. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. For what are Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? Shalom.